Welcome back, Cardboard Warriors. How's everybody doing out there today? So last night was a Friday Night Magic, of course, and I went to my LGS and we ended up doing an Ikoria draft, which I've been trying to get them to do for a while now. So I was really happy that we actually got to draft Ikoria because it was during the shutdown and I didn't get to draft it at all, except for on Arena. But I really, really like drafting it on Arena because it's such a powerful set. There's just so many good cards, and the mutate mechanic is just unbelievably good. I really want Watchy to make that an evergreen mechanic, or at least bring it back a little bit, because it's so good. But anyways, so my girlfriend also played her first draft ever. She's still learning how to play the game, so she was actually in the draft with us, which was nice. And so I'm trying to talk her. She actually won some prize packs as well. As you can see, I won some prize packs, and she won some as well. So I'm trying to get her to open some. So hopefully we'll have a part 2 to this video where she opens her prize packs. I ended up finishing fourth, and second. I ended up finishing second. She ended up finishing fourth. So if she had won like her last game, it came down. Her and her opponent were 1-1. And he was basically playing for first or third, I think, and she was playing for either second or fourth. And so if she had won her last game against him, which was really close, then I think I would have won first and she would have won second. That would have been really epic for her first ever draft. So anyways, let's kind of get into what I pulled in the deck here. So my pick one was Skycat Sovereign. I have a Azorius Flyers deck that I absolutely love, and this is one of the staples in it. So as soon as I saw this, I'm like, oh, we're going to Azorius Flyers, you know. Most of that deck is Ikoria cards, so it was really cool that this was my pick one. So I was really excited about that. And then I ended up like third pack, I ended up pulling, or there was a Lava Serpent in there. And when I was doing a lot of the Ikoria drafting on Arena, this Lava Serpent won me so many games. This guy is a beast. And the fact that it cycles too, so you can use it with the Stinger. Where is he? The Draenith Stinger as well. Yeah, just such an awesome card. I ended up drafting 5 of those in one game one time, in one draft on Arena. And I just dominated. I just absolutely destroyed people with that thing. So, anyway, most people in draft can get rid of one of them, but, getting rid of 2 or 3 or 4 at a time is impossible. So, I almost went red. I actually started pulling all 3 colors, red, white, and blue. Here's the red cards that I pulled. I've got 2 of the Lava Serpents. I ended up getting 3 Blazing Volleys. 2 of them just got passed to me at the end. Draenith Stinger, 2 Blister Spits. Those are really, really handy. Marmoset and Heightened Reflexes. And then here's some extra cards I didn't use in the deck that I pulled. Coordinated Charge, of One Mind, Aegis Turtle. And here's some cards that got passed at the end. Nobody wanted Survivor Spawn for some reason in a memory leak. But anyways, I ended up at the end of the day just going blue and white and doing the Azorius Flyers thing. Because my second pick one was a Luminous Broodmoth. Awesome card. The crazy thing was, in this pack, there was the Luminous Broodmoth, and there was also a foil, oh god, I'm not awake yet. The little white dude that gets protection from odd or even. I can't think of his name right now. But there's a foil rare of him in there as well. And the second pack, I was actually passing the other direction, so I was passing to my girlfriend, so I ended up giving her that one, and she was running mono white, and she had already pulled 1 non-foil, so those 2 guys ended up winning her a lot of the games. So anyway, that was my pack 2 pick one. I ended up getting past the Genesis Ultimatum and a Ketria Triumph right at the end there, after I'd already kind of built my deck. So I did get a little bit of value out of there as well. For the uncommons, I ended up with 2 of the Regal Leosaurs, and this is when I was planning on going all 3 colors. I was like, oh, that's awesome, 2-drop 2/2 that I can also mutate to use as a pump spell for all my creatures. So how Azorius Flyers works is you get a bunch of flyers out, and you try and get some damage in there flying across, and then you'll use the 1 pump bump spell there that gives them all +2/+1. So this is kind of like a poor man's version of that for the most part with the mutate. You give all your other creatures +2/+1 when this mutates. So I figured I pulled a... I'm bending cards. I'm damaging cards. All right. I pulled 3 Vulpikeets. So I figured I can mutate a real Leosaur onto one of the Vulpikeets and give it +1/+1, and then get all the other creatures, all the other flyers, +2/+1, and swing in for the win. The problem is when I switched down to just going blue and white, I didn't have the red to cast this guy hard cast. I could only do his mutate, which could be 2 white and a colorless. So he didn't come in as handy as I was hoping, and I did pull 2 of them. So if I'd have gone the 3 colors, he might have been a little more handy, but then I also would have had more mana problems. So I got 2 of the Wingspan Mentors, which they're the put a flying counter on target non-human creature you control just fizzled every time because he was the only non-flyer in the deck, actually. But I thought the put +1/+1 counter on each creature you control with flying would come in handy. I ended up, the deck was so fast that it didn't, I actually never triggered that once in any of the games. But it would have been handy if I had. I got a Majestic Auricorn, which actually saved me in a game and helped me win a game because of the gain 4 life. Because this game beat up pretty bad, but when I mutated him onto creature, I was able to survive. I got the Ominous Seas, which was really, really handy in draft on Arena. So I figured I'd try and use it in here, seeing I was running blue anyways. I ended up just cycling it every time because I didn't have a lot of card draw ability. So there's that. The Survive Thundermane was really, really good, but I ended up not going with the red and adding the cycling mechanic into the deck. I just did the white and blue, so never ended up using him. Didn't stack him. But yeah, so the 3 Vulpikeets were really, those were definitely the huge advantage on the deck. You know, every time it mutates, it gets +1/+1 counter, and it's flying 2/3 for 3 to mutate onto something else. So that was huge. And I got 3 of the Glimmer Bells, which I was basically mutating the Vulpikeets onto the Glimmer Bells, and I'd then have a 3/4 flyer that could attack and then untap to block. So great little combo there. It worked like a champ. And they're a 1/3 blocker flying anyway for 2. So then I got a Dreamtail Heron, which did help a little bit with the card draw, but I didn't get to play him very often because I only got 1 of them. The Helica Glider, a little 2/2. He came in to play a couple times. He was kind of small. He didn't do a whole lot. I did get a Terran, and he ended up winning a couple games for me because he's just so big on the toughness, and the fact that I could put hexproof on him really, really helped. So I kind of messed up one game. I put flying on him instead of hexproof, and he ended up getting killed. And I actually ended up casting the Mentor the next turn. So if I'd have put hexproof on him and then cast the Mentor, he would have been flying and hexproof, and then I would have won that game. I ended up losing that game because I didn't put hexproof on him. So then a Thieving Otter, I never got him into play. Frost Lynx, I tried to get into play once, he got counterspelled. And then Hampering Snare, I ended up using it once, but a lot of the time I just ended up cycling it. And Startling Development, I never actually used. I just cycled it a bunch of times to get more cards. So there was the deck. Oh, and my removal. Whoops. I got 2 Pacifisms and a Blade Banish for my removal. I didn't get a lot of removal, and that kind of hurt. But I did actually end up getting some of those in key moments. So that worked out pretty good. Anyways, so I ended up finishing second. As I said, I got 4 packs of Ikoria and a Dungeons and Dragons promo pack. So we're going to open those and see if we get anything spicy. There's not a lot of value in this set right now, which is surprising because there's so many good cards. I can't believe people aren't valuing this set a little bit higher. It's an amazing set. So Momentum Rumbler, and we got a Crystalline Giant, which is a great card. Not worth much, but just this thing is so unbelievably good, especially in draft or sealed. This is Semi-Out Foil, and our land, and a token. Alright, next pack. And what do we get? Yeah, the Rex, he's fun. Caprador, my girlfriend pulled 2 Capradors in her deck too. So this guy is so much fun. I have a arena deck that's based around him. That's just the red board wipe that does 4 damage to everything, and then the red white that does 3 damage and gives to everything on the board and gives all your creatures lifelink. I just pumped this guy up to ridiculous measures and then put a hexproof equipment on him. And then people hate that. It's such a fun deck. Oh, and a Nethroi. The guy who ended up coming in first pulled a Nethroi. Or no, he ended up coming in actually second or third, I mean. Yeah, I think the guy that came in third pulled a Nethroi and a Death's Oasis, and that was just a brutal combo. Nethroi is really, really good. So we got a Mythic, nice, and a land, and advertising. All right, pack number 3. See what else I want. All right. Flourishing Fox. I didn't see any of him. If I'd have seen any of him, I bet people would have gone cycling like crazy because he's so good. Draenith Magistrate. Not a bad card at all. Great for sideboard. And a land and a human soldier token. Alright, last pack. And then we'll open the promo pack. Marmoset. Alright. And Ozolith. Nice. The most expensive rare in the set. Still think it's about 12-15 bucks, somewhere around that range. And then land and a human soldier token. Okay, so we got a couple good cards. And let's see what we get in our promo pack. The last one was epic. Hopefully this one's pretty good too. Alright, a rogue class, or a ranger class, sorry, not rogue class. Rogue class would be much cooler. Ranger class with the promo stamp there. Nothing too exciting. Oh, portable hull with the alternate art. That's nice. That's a really good card. And Croxa, holy moly. Yeah, there's a good hit. What is the second most expensive card in Theros, Beyond Death? Love it. Croxa. And this is one that I don't have very many of, so I'm actually happy to pull this because I don't have a playset of Croxa. So now I think I might have had 2 or 3. So I might have 3 or might have a playset now. So anyways, good pulls there. So I'm happy with that. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Let me know how you did in your Friday Night Magic and what you ended up placing. Check out the description below. There's still a lot of good sales on Magic cards, on sealed product on Amazon. And if you use those links, it really helps out the channel. And my Patreon's down there if you want to help support the channel. And my email address if you want to talk to me about buying singles or sponsoring a video opening or doing box battles or pack battles or something like that. Hit me up, let me know. And also my actual address if you want to send me something to open on the video for you. So thank you guys so much. I really appreciate your time, and we'll see you next one. Bye.